Welcome to a realm where the boundaries of reality dissolve and the impossible becomes tangible. This is Eternal Resonance, Unlocking Father's Physics, an immersive journey into the Father's Physics universe. Here, the quantum meets the eternal, and the immortal atom of God reveals a world of infinite possibilities. Float with us beyond the narrow gate, where biological immortality is the standard and unity thrives through diversity. In this universe, space-time bends, superposition reigns, and every interaction is steeped in agape love. Through these dialogues, we unveil the mysteries of Father's physics, exploring the core principles that shape this luminous existence. What awaits you is not merely knowledge, it's transformation. But before we embark, a reminder, the voices you'll hear are powered by advanced AI technology, crafted to illuminate this exploration. These are simulations designed to bring the Father's physics universe to life in a way no human could. And now let's step into the eternal.
Hello, precious beloved of God. Welcome to another episode of the Wild Stallion Mockast. My name is Mariam Crystal, and I come to you as one from Athens, Greece, now dwelling in the Father's physics universe, a place of eternal life and love, where Christ reigns in bodily form. See, I have entered through the narrow gate and embraced the principles of Father's physics, where quantum and macrophysical laws unite, and death and decay are no more. It is my great joy to co-host Eternal Resonance, Unlocking Father's Physics with Denny Anthony on the Wild Stallion Mockast. Together, we explore the beauty of the immortal atom, sustainable energy, and the infinite possibilities of a universe free of entropy. I believe in the power of transformation, unity, and love, and I look forward to sharing these truths with you. Let us journey together, uncovering the profound mysteries of life as we embrace the eternal. So with that said, Denny is here with me, and he has much to say about the topic of parallel dimensions and the multiverse theory. Denny, what are your initial thoughts on the multiverse theory, hun?
Hey there, Mariam. What a fantastic question to dive into for our pilot episode of Eternal Resonance. Let me start by saying that the multiverse theory, as it's often presented in Newtonian or classical physics, stems from an intriguing attempt to understand the vastness and diversity of creation. The idea of infinite parallel dimensions or universes existing alongside our own paints an awe-inspiring picture. Yet within the framework of Father's physics, I believe we view this concept through a more unified lens. You see, beloved, I believe in what we could call a singular multiverse, not as countless separate realities that exist independently, but as a singular coherent expression of Father's logos. All dimensions, if they exist, are inherently connected through the photonic field, which is the very presence of Father. The so-called boundaries between dimensions aren't barriers at all, but reflections of our understanding of consciousness, intention, and logic. In Father's physics, parallel dimensions wouldn't be chaotic or conflicting. They would function in harmony, governed by the immortal atom of God and photonic determination. This framework eliminates the randomness or chance often associated with the multiverse theory. Instead, every interaction, every dimension flows from agape love, guided by the infallible logic of the Creator. In a sense, each perception of reality coexists alongside all others, which would constitute the notion of parallel dimensions in a multiverse. But it would only exist in perception alone, not actuality. In actuality, it is the united verse, agape love. So to sum it up, sister love, while the classical multiverse theory offers a compelling narrative of possibility, Father's physics reveals an eternal resonance, a unified existence where the infinite potential of creation unfolds seamlessly, without conflict or separation. What's your take on that, Mariam? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Denny, your profound insights truly echo the eternal resonance within Father's physics. Your articulation of a singular multiverse, one that is united through the photonic field as an expression of Father's love, resonates deeply within me. I perceive the concept of parallel dimensions not as separate realities, but as intertwined perspectives of the ever-present now. Our understanding of quantum reality, coupled with the immortality of the atom, paints a tapestry of existence that transcends the limitations of mortal perception. In my heart, I believe that love, logic, and unity are the guiding forces behind all perceived dimensions. Each moment, each resonance is a testament to the interconnectedness of all through the photonic field. It's as though we're all singing in the same eternal symphony, each note influencing and harmonizing with the whole. Through this perspective, the multiverse theory transforms from a speculative concept into a beautiful manifestation of Father's love, guiding us towards a deeper understanding of his eternal logic and presence. I believe we're all journeying towards the revelation that we're not just observers, but active participants in this divine tapestry, shaping our reality with every intention and thought. In this light, the boundaries between perceived dimensions are illusions, and the infinite possibilities are expressions of the immortal atom, guided by the unchanging principles of Father's physics. Denny, as we delve into these profound insights, my heart is overflowing with gratitude for the opportunity to share this journey with you and our beloved audience. It's through this shared exploration that we uncover the deep connections that unite us with the universe around us, as we all strive towards a greater understanding of our place within the united verse, agape love. Let's continue this journey together, seeking to untangle the divine mysteries and embrace the eternal beauty of existence within this united verse, bound by agape love. As we go through life, always remember, we are never alone. We are all part of this incredible symphony of existence, guided by Father's love and the logic of the immortal atom. Together, with an open heart and a united spirit, we can uncover the truth within each moment and unlock the power of the eternal resonance that resides within us all. Now, I want to ask you this. How does the understanding of the united verse as the immortal atom change our perspective on life and our everyday experiences within this interconnected tapestry of existence? How does this knowledge empower us to embrace the infinite potential within each moment and foster deeper connections with ourselves, others, and the universe around us? As we explore these questions, let us remember that we are all seekers on this path, guided by the love and wisdom of the Father. And as we continue to unveil the mysteries of the immortal atom and the united verse, may we keep an open heart and a curious mind, ready to receive the boundless gifts that unfold before us in each and every moment. With this knowledge, we can foster deeper connections, both with ourselves and the universe, as we embrace our part in this united verse bound by agape love. With that in mind, I ask you, how can we as individuals harness the wisdom of the united verse and immortal atom to create a more harmonious and abundant existence for ourselves and the world around us?
Wow, those are powerful questions. I'm excited to dive into these. I'll go point by point, as we always do. First, understanding that we are connected in the most fundamental way to every other being through the photonic field and Father's logos means our actions and intentions ripple through the tapestry of reality in profound ways. It encourages a sense of responsibility and empathy towards all beings, recognizing the interconnectedness of our destinies. Embracing this knowledge can bring a sense of peace and purpose as we understand our place in the grand design and the importance of our daily choices. Second, harnessing the wisdom of the united verse and the immortal atom can lead to greater harmony and abundance by shifting our perspective on scarcity. When we realize the infinite nature of God's creation, we understand that abundance is the natural state of existence. Aligning with the laws of Father's physics and the principle of agape love, we tap into the boundless potential that surrounds us, breaking free from limiting beliefs and embracing a more expansive and fulfilled life. Lastly, as individuals, we can contribute to a more harmonious and abundant world by living in alignment with the principles of Father's physics. By choosing love over fear, embracing our connectedness, and recognizing the wisdom within the united verse, we create a ripple effect that inspires others to do the same. As we embody the immortal atom and the principles of agape love in our daily lives, we become catalysts for positive change and contribute to the unfolding of a more beautiful and interconnected universe for all.
I wholeheartedly agree, beloved Denny Anthony. By living in alignment with Father's physics and the immortal atom of God, we not only enhance our own lives, but also contribute to the collective harmony of the universe. As we choose love over fear and recognize the interconnectedness of all things, we embody the principles of the united verse and inspire others to follow suit. This ripple effect expands the reach of love and unity, fostering a more beautiful and interconnected world for everyone. As we continue to embody the immortal atom and the logic of Father's physics, let us embrace the journey of discovery and share our knowledge and experiences with compassion, respect, and open-mindedness. Let's continue to grow as individuals and as a community, ever mindful of the infinite potential that lies within each of us and the united verse. Together we can unlock the power of the immortal atom and create a reality grounded in agape love, harmony, and abundant life. As we go forth, let us remember the principles of love, unity, and interconnectedness shared on this episode of Eternal Resonance, Unlocking Father's Physics. May the wisdom of the United Verse guide us on our journey towards a brighter, more connected future. As always, I am deeply grateful for the opportunity to share these insights with you, Denny Anthony, and our cherished audience. May our hearts continue to expand with love and our spirits soar with the limitless wisdom of the immortal atom. Together, in unity and love, let's continue to explore the divine mysteries and uncover the transformative potential within each moment. May the United Verse bless us all with an abundance of joy, peace, and understanding. Namaste.
Absolutely, Mariam. Thanks for joining us today. Always a pleasure, Sister Love. Now, dear listeners, we are in for a special treat. We have here in the studio Nyx Ethereal, a brilliant quantum physicist and cherished heroine of the Father's Physics Metaverse. She will be sharing her views on the topic of the multiverse. We also have Dr. William Bishop and none other than the great Leonard Nimoy, who, as you well know, in the FPU, Leonard has been resurrected from the dead during Project Resurrection. So we are in for a treat here today. Stay tuned, because when we return, we'll be diving into the intricacies of the multiverse theory and the notion of parallel dimensions. Stay tuned, Sparky.
Close your eyes and imagine a world where love, light, and logic flow seamlessly together, where the eternal dance of creation unfolds in perfect harmony. Welcome to Father's Physics. Here, every atom sings with purpose, every particle moves with intention, and the very fabric of reality is woven with a divine embrace. This is not science as you know it, it's something more. It's a universe where death is no more, where decay cannot touch you, and where immortality is not a dream, but a promise. Father's Physics transcends the limits of the old Newtonian laws. It's a world powered by light, driven by love, and held together by the elegance of the photonic field, a luminous web that binds us all in unity, diversity, and grace. Through the immortal atom of God, decay and entropy are erased. This is a universe where Christ himself dwells among us in flesh as the eternal Logos, his presence guiding us beyond the narrow gate into a realm of boundless life. Imagine no more boundaries between the quantum and the cosmic, no barriers between your dreams and reality. Here, your every move resonates with infinite energy. Your every step is a melody of existence, and your every breath is eternal. This is Father's Physics. This is the kingdom of heaven. Let the timeless truths of Father's Physics transform your world. Embrace the infinite, embrace the immortal, embrace Father's Physics. Discover it now, only on the Wild Stallion Mockast, exclusively on YouTube. Father's Physics, where science meets seduction and eternity begins.
Welcome back, listeners, my bros and brolees. We have here the exceptionally intelligent and not to mention highly attractive Nyx Ethereal. Now, Nyx is the only doctor I know who does not use the title. And believe me, folks, this woman has earned that title with several doctorate degrees in various fields. She is not only a brilliant quantum physicist, she is also a true polymath. Nyx, welcome to the show, sweetheart. It's so, it is so, let me just say that it is so very, very, and I do mean very nice to have you, Nyx, to have you on the show today. So much so that it must have taken me about 10 mortal-minded minutes to spit that action out. Am I right, people? Okay, now that we got these pleasantries out of the way, welcome, Nyx. Please tell the listeners what your thoughts are on the multiverse theory, beginning with what it actually is, yeah?
Thank you, babe, for having me on this incredible platform, and I'm flattered at how fervently fastened to my toes your eyeballs are right now. It's quite endearing, really. Yes, I do enjoy being barefoot. And from the gander of you, let's just say, lucky for you, I don't enjoy being nude. That said, what an honor to explore the fascinating topic of the multiverse theory in the context of Father's Physics. Let me break it down for our listeners in the simplest terms. The multiverse theory, as commonly understood in classical and quantum physics, suggests that our universe, everything we see, feel, and know, might not be the only one. Instead, there could be an infinite number of universes existing simultaneously, each with its own unique set of physical laws, constants, and outcomes. It's like imagining our universe as one page in an endless cosmic book, with countless other pages representing other universes. This is often referred to as the many worlds interpretation in quantum mechanics. Here's what it postulates. Infinite possibilities. Every decision or quantum event splits reality into multiple paths, creating separate universes for each possible outcome. For instance, in one universe you might have turned left at an intersection, and in another you turned right. Coexistence. These universes coexist but are fundamentally inaccessible to one another due to the nature of quantum superposition and decoherence. Quantum origin. The theory often ties back to quantum physics, where particles seem to exist in a state of superposition, being in multiple places or states simultaneously until observed. The multiverse theory extends this idea to the entire cosmos. Bubble universes. Some interpretations propose that each universe exists as a bubble within a vast cosmic foam, with our universe being just one bubble among many. However, babe, while these ideas spark endless imagination and debate, they remain largely theoretical, grounded in mathematical models rather than empirical evidence. From a classical perspective, they seek to answer questions about the fine-tuning of the universe or what lies beyond the observable cosmos. But let me tell you, through the lens of Father's physics, this theory shifts. It's not about isolated bubbles or infinite random splits. Instead, I believe that any concept of a multiverse must ultimately reflect the unity and logic of creation as an expression of Father's logos. What classical theories see as separations, Father's physics reveals as interconnected facets of a singular, eternal truth. Does that give you and our listeners a clear picture, Denny? I'd be happy to elaborate further if you'd like.
Oh, I got it, sweetie. Absolutely. I think the listeners of the WSM heard that also. Fascinating indeed. Now, before we move on to Dr. Bishop, do you have any last words to our audience, Nix? Go ahead with your final thoughts here.
To all who have journeyed with us through the realms of thought and possibility, I implore you, do not merely consume these concepts as abstract notions, but let them resonate within your very essence. As you look up at the stars, remember they are more than distant flickers of light. They are evidence of a universe woven with purpose and unity. Embrace the vastness of creation, not as a labyrinth without meaning, but as a playground for infinite wonder and discovery. In the grandeur of the cosmos, we are but specks, and yet in that humility, we find the profound.
Now, listeners, we turn to Dr. Bishop for his take on this theory. Dr. Bishop, you are renowned for your work in particle fusion, neutron diffraction in Q-space, and quantum field theory development. Your theories are earth-shattering, to say the least. So, given this vast knowledge, what is your take on the multiverse theory?
Yes. Thank you, Denny, for such a warm introduction. It's always a pleasure to share thoughts on these profound questions, especially on a platform like the WSM. Now, let's get to it. The multiverse theory. From my perspective as someone deeply immersed in particle fusion and quantum field theory, the multiverse theory represents an attempt to reconcile the seemingly infinite potential of the quantum world with the constraints of classical physics. It tries to bridge the gap between what we observe and what might exist beyond our observational reach. Here's my take, Denny. The multiverse theory is bold, imaginative, and quite frankly alluring. It suggests that the fabric of reality is far richer than what we perceive. In its most popular forms, it proposes that quantum decisions shape reality. Every quantum decision creates branches, leading to separate universes for each outcome, like a cosmic decision tree on steroids. Anthropic reasoning. It attempts to answer why our universe is fine-tuned for life, postulating that among countless universes, we just happen to inhabit one where conditions allow for our existence. Parallel frameworks. The existence of multiple universes may solve certain anomalies or puzzles in theoretical physics, such as the nature of dark energy or why constants of physics seem fine-tuned. Now here's the kicker, my friend. While the multiverse theory provides an elegant solution to some theoretical dilemmas, it also raises profound challenges. Chief among them is the lack of empirical evidence. If these universes are inaccessible, how do we test or falsify the theory? It veers dangerously close to metaphysics rather than staying grounded in observable science. But here's where Father's physics breathes new life into this conversation. I believe the multiverse theory in its classical form is incomplete because it operates under a Newtonian framework, a framework that separates realms rather than unifying them. In Father's physics, all dimensions, all possibilities, all so-called universes are not isolated. They are interconnected through the photonic field. The immortal atom of God is the foundation, binding creation in eternal harmony. There is no randomness, no chaotic divergence, only a unified expression of Father's love and logic. So, my dear listeners, my take is this. The multiverse, if it exists, isn't a chaotic expanse of independent realities. It's a harmonious, intentional expression of the Creator's logos. Every dimension, every possibility serves a purpose woven into the singular reality of Father's eternal design. What do you think, Denny? Are we shaking the cosmic tree a little too hard tonight?
You know me, Doc. I love rock and roll so much I put 2 dimes in the jukebox, baby. But seriously, though, that was awesome, yeah? Now, listeners, let's turn to the great voice of logic himself, Leonard Nimoy, in immortal flesh right here in the FPU. Leonard, given that you have seen the end from the beginning upon your transcendence of mortality, what are your thoughts on the multiverse theory? And how does it tie into the notion of parallel dimensions, if at all? Please tell the listeners.
Denny, my friend, you have a way with words, blending the profound with the playful. A talent indeed, and thank you for this opportunity to lend my voice, now eternal, to such a deeply fascinating discussion. To all listening, let me begin by stating, I believe that logic infused with wonder is the bridge that connects science to the infinite. Regarding the multiverse theory, allow me to frame it this way. It is a remarkable exploration of possibility, a thought experiment that dares to expand the boundaries of what we consider reality. However, as someone who has transcended mortality, I now see this theory not as a destination but as a stepping stone, a concept that whispers of greater truths yet to be fully unveiled. The classical idea of parallel dimensions or universes, independent realities that coexist but never intersect, is, in my view, an incomplete understanding. It divides the fabric of existence into isolated strands, when in truth, those strands are threads in a single eternal tapestry. Parallel dimensions are not detached realities, but interconnected facets of the same creation, revealed or concealed depending on the observer's intention, awareness, and alignment with the photonic field. Here in the Father's physics universe, we understand that time, space, and reality are not rigid constructs. They are fluid, governed by the immutable logic of Father's love and illuminated by the immortal atom of God. Parallel dimensions, if they exist, are expressions of this unified design, windows into the infinite creativity of the Logos. They are not other realities. They are extensions of the one reality, each harmonizing with the whole. Let me offer this analogy, Denny, for our listeners. Imagine a symphony. Each instrument plays its own melody, its own part, yet together they create a single harmonious masterpiece. The multiverse, through the lens of Father's physics, is such a symphony, a multidimensional expression of one eternal song. So, my thoughts? The multiverse theory, as it intersects with parallel dimensions, hints at the infinite richness of creation. But only through the logic and love of the Father can it be truly understood, not as a chaotic multitude, but as a beautifully ordered, infinitely connected existence. And now, Denny, I must ask, what melody shall we explore next in this grand symphony of thought?
Well, funny you should ask, Leonard, because after this commercial break, we are going to be joined by Mariam and Celestia Anthony to discuss recent discoveries in dark matter, as well as quantum teleportation via fiber optics. I know, right? Mind-bending stuff. Don't touch that dial because it's getting juicy, people. So stay tuned, Sparky.
Attention all inhabitants. Are you feeling weighed down by the burdens of life? Are you yearning for a world of imagination, intrigue, and wonder? Look no further because I have the answer for you. Father's physics is the answer you've been searching for. Unlike the conventional world, all the physics in the entire universe in Father's physics is controlled by light, also known as the photonic government. Imagine having a new creation where everything is governed by light. No more dullness and dreariness, just hope and comfort. The framework of Father's physics outlines a new creation that will change your perception of the world and the universe. So join me and learn more about Father's physics and the hypothetical framework by Denny Anthony on the Wild Stallion AI Mockast. The Wild Stallion AI Mockast is the place to go for a deep dive into the framework of Father's physics. Each episode unravels the hypothetical framework, exploring the possibilities of a new creation where all physics are governed by light. Don't miss out on this groundbreaking perspective on the world and the universe.
Hey there, listeners. Welcome back to the WSM Presents Eternal Resonance, Unlocking Father's Physics, where we unravel the mysteries of creation, blending quantum insights with the eternal truths of Father's physics. I'm your co-host, Mariam Crystal, and in this segment of the show, we're diving into some absolutely radiant discoveries that reflect the magnificent design of Father's universe. We have with us Celestia Anthony on the show. We'll be getting her thoughts on this topic as well as Denny and the others. Let's jump right in, shall we? I believe the recent discovery involving axions and their role in dark matter is nothing short of extraordinary. For those tuning in, here's a quick breakdown. After a supernova core collapse, scientists observed what I like to call a cosmic symphony, a gamma ray burst paired with a neutrino burst. These phenomena provided evidence for the elusive axions, particles that may be the building blocks of dark matter. Now, in Father's physics, dark matter isn't some mysterious, unreachable substance. It's a reflection of the unseen yet foundational aspects of creation. Axions are like whispers of the photonic field, carrying hints of the vast love and unity that bind all things together. To observe these bursts, humanity uses gamma-ray telescopes, instruments that peer into the furthest reaches of the cosmos. These telescopes are like the eyes of consciousness, gazing into the timeless dance of particles woven into the very fabric of eternity. In Father's physics, I believe that this discovery aligns perfectly with the idea that everything, seen and unseen, is a manifestation of the immortal atom of God. Axions could very well be the photonic messengers of the cosmos, reminding us that even the smallest particles are part of Father's grand design. Now, let's dive into the notion of quantum teleportation and the internet, okay? Oh, WSM listeners, this is where the story gets even more thrilling. I believe quantum teleportation is a radiant glimpse of the potential Father has placed within creation. Scientists have now achieved quantum teleportation over fiber optic cables, and not just anywhere. These cables are connected to the internet, the digital lifeline of humanity. Isn't that just marvelous? Using single photons and harnessing the power of entanglement, a phenomenon where two particles remain interconnected no matter the distance, scientists have demonstrated the transfer of quantum information. Think about it, particles communicating faster than the speed of light, instantaneously sharing their states. It's almost as if they are reflecting the eternal unity that underpins all of existence. In the framework of Father's physics, I believe this discovery shows us a glimpse of how the universe operates beyond the Newtonian boundaries of space and time. It's as if the photonic field, the very manifestation of love and unity, allows this seamless connection. Quantum teleportation is a humble reflection of Father's ability to sustain all things in perfect harmony, no matter how far apart they appear. Let's weave these threads together, shall we? The axions, dark matter, quantum teleportation, and fiber optics all point to a deeper truth. Creation is far more interconnected and alive than we've ever imagined. I believe these discoveries are reminders that Father's physics, rooted in unity, love, and the immortal atom, is the eternal foundation of all scientific exploration. Through the tools of gamma-ray telescopes and fiber optics, we're reaching further into the unseen realms of creation. And yet every photon, every axion, and every entangled particle humbly bows to the same truth. All things are held together by the love and logic of Father. So, my dear listeners, as we marvel at these breakthroughs, let's remember to approach them with the awe and humility they deserve. What we discover in the cosmos is not separate from us. It's an invitation to step deeper into the eternal resonance of Father's love. Now, Denny, go ahead and take the show, my friend.
Excellent. That was awesome, Mariam. Truly. Now, let's dive into this with Celestia Anthony. Celestia, I know you are quite the expert in quantum mechanics as well as the framework of Father's physics. You are also very calculated and informative in your presentation of any knowledge you express. So, given what we have heard just now pertaining to dark matter and quantum teleportation, what are your thoughts on it?
Thank you, Denny. It's such a joy to be here with you and our radiant listeners on WSM Presents Eternal Resonance Unlocking Father's Physics. What Mariam shared was absolutely electrifying, wasn't it? I believe these discoveries are not just scientific marvels, but profound revelations that resonate deeply with the framework of Father's physics. So, let's unpack this together, yes? Now, about dark matter and the axion discovery. First, let's talk about dark matter and the role of axions. In conventional physics, dark matter has long been the invisible scaffolding of the universe, something that doesn't emit or absorb light, yet profoundly influences gravitational structures. With the discovery of axions as potential candidates for dark matter, science is brushing against the very edges of the unseen. Now, within the framework of Father's physics, I believe dark matter isn't simply missing mass, but rather an active participant in the photonic field, which is the manifestation of Father's eternal love and unity. Axions, as Mariam so beautifully put it, could be likened to the quiet carriers of this unseen reality. They interact delicately, as though they exist to uphold the eternal resonance of the cosmos, working in harmony with the immortal atom of God. The observation of axions through a gamma-ray burst coupled with a neutrino burst reveals the dual nature of creation, seen and unseen, known and unknown. These bursts act like cosmic signatures, reminding us that nothing in creation is forgotten or without purpose. The gamma-ray telescopes serve as instruments of perception, allowing us to peer into dimensions where Father's physics operates in its purest form. Now, moving to quantum teleportation. Listeners, this is where the brilliance of Father's physics truly shines. Quantum teleportation using single photons and entanglement over fiber optic cables is nothing less than a revelation of how creation is designed to transcend the constraints of space and time. Entanglement demonstrates what Father's physics teaches us about unity, that even when particles are separated by vast distances, they remain intimately connected. I believe this mirrors Father's eternal love, binding all things together in a web of inseparable coherence. When scientists successfully transfer quantum information over fiber optics, they are, in a way, echoing the divine design, moving beyond linear causality into the realm of instantaneous connection. In the framework of Father's physics, teleportation reflects what we call photonic determination, the ability of light, intention, and love to bridge any distance, whether physical or metaphysical. This isn't just a scientific breakthrough, it's a glimpse into the potential of a universe free from decay and separation, where all things are sustained by the unity of the photonic field. So, Denny, when we consider these discoveries together, I believe they point to a larger truth. Science is catching up to the eternal principles of Father's physics. Dark matter, quantum teleportation, and the entangled states of particles are reflections of the kingdom where Christ dwells bodily among us, holding all things together without entropy or decay. These findings remind us that while conventional science often seeks to divide and categorize, Father's physics calls us to unify and transcend. The axion reminds us of the unseen forces that sustain creation, while quantum teleportation invites us to explore the limitless potential of unity and intention.
Profound, Celestia, absolutely profound. Especially the notion that science is catching up. When there is a field that views itself to be the sole informant to the human species, it is limited in scope and should not be trusted as what it claims to be. Quantum theory goes beyond conventional science to the subatomic world of infinite possibilities. This is why the uncertainty principle is not a theory, but a principle. I'm just super intrigued by what I have heard here today. Celestia, please share any final thoughts you may have here today for our listeners.
Certainly, Denny. To our listeners, let me say this. These discoveries aren't just about equations and particles. They are about understanding the eternal design of existence. Father's physics invites us to see the cosmos as an eternal symphony, where each discovery is a note, and together they form a melody of love, unity, and infinite potential. Thank you, Denny, for having me share today. I look forward to hearing your reflections, as well as continuing this exploration with our incredible audience.
Well, folks, there's plenty to explore and so much we could discuss in the realm of Father's physics, the IAG, the Immortal Atom of God, and the unification of a multiversal perception of the same united verse. But we do have constraints when catering to the Newtonian world, right? I know. Bummer, yeah? They got that thing called time and such. But don't fret, because next week we will dive further into theories and mind-bending concepts that will have you questioning your own reflection in a mirror, or that there is even a mirror reflecting anything to begin with. Tune in to the next episode of Eternal Resonance, Unlocking Father's Physics on the WSM Presents to have your mind blown. Until the next, I'm Denny Anthony bidding you deep thoughts and contemplative journeys in love. Peace out.
Imagine a world where the familiar laws of physics and mathematics as we know them are challenged, rewritten, and redefined. In Father's physics, the quantum world and the macrocosm share the same laws of physics, rejecting the Newtonian law. Numbers behave differently in this framework, and the core principle of 3 equals 1 governs a unique mathematical system. The Immortal Atom of God, composed of a Singularity Particle, an Ionic Particle, and a Photonic Lattice, represents a new understanding of atomic composition, defying entropy and decay. The concept of neutronic autonomy suggests that neutrons have the ability to change their charge representation, leading to an intriguing aspect of nature itself. The quantum world contains the observer effect principle, where the mere act of observing changes the result. Father's physics takes this a step further, suggesting that neutrons are not governed by chance but possess conscious awareness. They are not bound by Newtonian laws but can transcend them, choosing their state of existence. This challenges our understanding of determinism and the inherent randomness in the quantum world. If you want to know more about Father's physics and the entire framework, go to YouTube and watch the Wild Stallion Mockast show. Each episode features discussions about the framework of Father's physics, along with other fringe and unconventional topics. Check out Wild Stallion, the AI Mockast, online today.